Morning. First thing on today's agenda, we are moving some dump trucks to test plots. So we've always got a couple seed companies that run test plots on us, and today they both decided that they were going to harvest them, so they need a truck. Mrs. Brown's not teaching today, so you're going to be my job shadow.
I'll help you pick lunch.
I don't remember the last time anyone rode in this truck. Peace be with you.
Why is there a shovel? How does that shovel help you drive?
Well, you've clearly never had to dig gravel out of the back of a dump truck before.
I don't know that it's shut.
So you probably don't see this old Kenworth much on the channel. Got a whopping 57,913 miles. Dad's had this truck probably since the mid-90s.
Reverse, reverse.
You ever seen a 7-speed?
I don't know. I can't get out.
Reverse, reverse!
Oh, it's already open.
Solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
So this is a Sea Consultants test plot. At some point there will probably be a couple Massey Ferguson combines or maybe a couple old gleaners up here. That's what they have outfitted to do test plots. They have a bunch of computers and stuff in those machines so that they can keep every one of those varieties separate. So one other thing we're going to do this morning before we head to the fields. It was raining and we went and got this other ripper with the 9S. Well, this is not the ripper we're going to use. So we're going to swap it out because today, once they get going in beans, if it's going to be super slow like it was yesterday, might go do some ripping. I really dislike 3-point implements, but we're out. Not that I dislike the implement, it's just they're always not the funnest thing to hook up. There's the zone builder. So when I was talking about it a couple videos back, someone asked about our Umberfirth ripper. Well, that is it. That's the name of the implement, is a zone builder. It's our inline ripper. But we're going to take this over to the farm where we're harvesting, and then I forgot, we still got 2 semis to move. Dad's over there fueling up and greasing the combine. BJ just headed over. I'm assuming he probably needs fuel in the grain cart by now, or getting there anyways. There's the little Masseys. Big Massey, little Massey. There, we're doing it. This ground's actually kind of mellow, more than I was expecting. So if you've never seen an inline ripper or don't know what they are, it's a little bit different than some of the rippers you might see on, like say Larson's for example. They use a ripper that's more designed to do a lot of tillage. This is designed to do minimal disturbance but fracture compaction. So you're still leaving all your residue on top of the ground, but basically it is taking the surface layer of dirt, lifting it, dropping it, and that's supposed to fracture that soil. And it does make a difference if you've got really hard soils. If you run one of these, you can run these pretty deep, 20 plus inches. I guess we might be set at 18 or 20 right now. You can take out a lot of tillage, or a lot of compaction. It's not something you'd want to do to the same field every year, in my opinion, because eventually you're just going to have compaction at the depth of your tillage tool. This, we can come in there and fix a lot of compaction on our tillage if we're getting compaction from, say, VT and when it's too wet or something like that. Looks like Travis, our service tech, must be in the area, so he just swung in. Dad had some questions for him, but combine should be pretty well getting, it looks like they're pretty well fueled up, which is good because I need fuel in this. Now again, I probably won't run this till later once we get going, but once we get everything moved and dumped and all the trucks are empty, I might hop in this thing for a few hours today. Ripping's pretty slow because, as you can see, it's only a 5-shank ripper. They make bigger ones, but you need power. This tractor is pulling this just fine. This is a 400 horse front wheel assist tractor. Not an issue unless you find a really hard piece of dirt. I have stalled a 400 horse tractor with one of these before. I believe, before anyone says deer power or anything, it was an 8400R that I did that with. So you find some hard dirt and these will pull hard. So we had to come over here to get the trucks from last night. It's definitely a little later in the day now, but we're looking at some stuff on the combine. Last night, we think what the problem we're having, these stems on these beans are just beyond dead. They are very, very brittle. We think we're over threshing our grain, our crop, because the stuff coming out of it is just confetti. So we were trying to figure out what we can do to clean our sample up some, and I think we're going to try a couple different settings. But Dad should be ready to start any minute, which is why I got to get this truck dumped. Well, we'll see if Cargill's still making a repair. I don't see the crane up in the air anymore. Must be finished. Crane's down, loading up equipment. There's some big tires. So Dad is still having issues with that combine. I don't know, for whatever reason, every now and then his sensors are telling him he's throwing a bunch out the machine, and he is. So it's just like it's spiking from time to time, and when we get out, it looks like we're overloading the sieves from time to time. We don't really know why. That should not be happening in beans. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We got Travis down here trying to help us figure out if something's broken on the machine. But I don't know. It's less than ideal at the moment, I can tell you that. Now these big strips of beans by the road, that's where it was so dusty he couldn't see anymore at all. Well, we are still having combine issues. So the combine's still acting up. I don't know what's going to be the fix for it. Something to do with the fan. Every now and then we're losing fan speed, which is inconvenient. I've no doubt Travis will figure it out, but for now, we're not really doing a lot. We're running, stopping, looking. It's running fine at the moment, but it's just like every now and then it just doesn't work right. Well, folks, today's video is coming to an end. As you can see, got my coach's shirt on. Just got back from a big softball win, but still having some issues with the combine. Dad ran it while I was gone. I'll try to explain to you what's happening the best I can. Basically, when we are going through the field, when the combine is typically harvesting, you are threshing out grain in your rotors, falling into your cleaning screens, and air is blowing up through those screens, separating the chaff from the grain, which is how you get a clean sample. Unfortunately, right now, something electronically is messing up in our machine, and it's causing us to drop fan speed. So I think we were trying to run it really fast today at 1350 or 1360 RPMs, which is a lot higher than normal, but the beans are disintegrating into powder so fast, they're basically plugging our screens if we don't. So when trying to run that fast, we keep dropping fan speed and losing fan speed altogether. When that happens, all that dirt and chaff ends up in the grain tank. So that's what we have going on. The combine itself is still functioning, but we keep plugging up our sieves, our chaffers, whatever you want to call them, with debris because our fans are not running right all the time. So that's the issue we have going on. They ordered a new block or something. I really don't know. We have parts coming. Hopefully that takes care of our problem. But Dad did say he still is having spikes in loss while going through the field. So that's not normal. We never had that happen last year. That combine has always performed very well in the loss department, not really losing much grain at all. So I don't know. I do not know what the cause of this is. We'll find out tomorrow, I hope. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.